Hey, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We about to get into this video, man. I watched this shit, and man, listen, when I tell you you can't make this shit up. They are so delusional. They want to get mad so fast and so quick for no reason other than the fact that they just want to be mad. You don't want to listen to reason. You want to listen with your emotions, man. You want to listen with your emotions. You don't want to listen to logic. Listen to what this shorty is saying. Because no matter how many times men plead and cry and just say, hey, look, this is the issue, I would tell you what my feelings are. I would tell you how I'm feeling. I would tell you what the problem is. I would tell you what you need to do. You know what? They don't want to listen because they do not care. They don't care. They only care about themselves and their own plight. There's a clip with Joe Budden, right? And the name of this is Black Women Should Be Open About Splitting Bills, says Tyler Perry. Joe Budden reacts. Now, I don't know who this shorty is. I heard she's been in a whole lot of different stuff. I don't know her like that, right? But Tyler Perry has made hundreds of millions of dollars sharing the plight and stories of black women, showing the uplifting, the uprising, all that. He even dressed like a black woman, man, to uplift them in every form and fashion. He has done every black man, Black Diary, all that type of stuff. He's done everything under the sun to uplift black women. My God, getting saved by the light-skinned Negro, dogging a dark-skinned dude, the whole nine, man. In every single movie, Madea jail, Madea Thanksgiving, Madea came back, Madea dodgeball, the whole nine, bro. And the one time he said something about them to get their stuff together, they're in an outrage? They're in an outrage? How are we in an outrage? What's going on? How? Yo, I'm about to play this thing, man. We about to get into this, bro. I don't care if this thing get demonetized or whatever. We about to get into this. Hold up. Let's start this thing.
Tyler Perry.
Oh yeah, Tyler Perry. Come on, tell me about Tyler Perry.
I mean, on to the same topic. It's a clip.
Yeah, there's a clip. Let me get it.
It's right there.
Okay.
Look at her. Look at her. She mad. She mad already.
No, clip him. Clip him.
She mad.
ML squared up with me earlier too.
Especially black women, and I might get in trouble for saying this, but I will.
Look at her face. Hold on. Did you see her face? Did you see her face? You can't say nothing to them. You can't say anything. You can't critique. You can't give a pointer, advice. You can't put up a damn spreadsheet and be like, hey, look, hey, this is what we can work on right here. You know what I'm saying? We can work on this right here. Look at her face. Bruh, come on, man.
In our society right now, black women are making a lot more money for the most part than black men, right? There are a lot of black men who are successful, but for the most part, black women are making the money. So if you can find love, if that man works, at whatever job, and is a good man and is good to you, and honors the house and honors his wife and does what he can, because his gift may not be your gift.
Exactly.
That is okay. That's not somebody who's beneath you.
Yeah.
That's somebody who came to love you at your worth, right?
Yes.
And as long as he's secure in himself to know that, yep, she makes most of the money, all I can pay is the light bill. As long as she's comfortable enough to say, I'm going to cover the mortgage and all the other stuff, you've had the light bill, baby, you can take me to dinner every now and then. That is fine.
Yeah.
Look at her, man. Look how she dropped the phone. She mad.
No, it's not.
Look how mad she is.
First of all, one of the things I take issue with is just how he worded all of that.
Oh, my God.
Talking about how the man, found you at your worst. That is an assumption.
It doesn't have, listen, this is the first thing. That's an assumption. The whole fucking scenario is an assumption. The whole fucking situation is an assumption. We're talking about certain situations. There are guys, and what do you say? Yo, I will love you at your worst. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, whether you good, whether you bad, I got you. But let's continue.
Like, the narrative.
Look, she's so angry.
He said he loved you at your worst.
And it's just like, that's such an assumption. That's such a created narrative that he pulled out of his ass. What is he even fucking talking about?
But y'all not mad when he pulled Madea out his ass. Y'all not mad when he put all these movie scenarios out his ass to uplift y'all, right? Y'all not mad at none of this stuff. Y'all not mad about any of this extra shit that he done did. But he give one scenario and you mad? Fuck out of here.
What if you didn't meet her at her worst? What if you met her at her highest point? The only thing that was quote unquote missing from her life was a significant other or her husband, but everything else was coming up roses in her life. Like the narrative is just
what he was trying to say, right? What if he did meet, or what if he did meet her?
Thank you, Joe Budden.
That doesn't negate
highest,
his endpoint.
middle, lowest, whatever. It just
See, she don't want to hear what the fuck he has to say. She don't want to hear what he got to say. Joe Budden is explaining to Shorty, hey, listen. That's the scenario he wants to present because he's probably seen scenarios like that and he letting you know, in this scenario, this situation, it's okay. But no, she don't like that narrative because you know what? If it doesn't benefit her narrative, she don't want to hear it.
the way he worded it and saying it met you at your worst and, you know, was an honorable man, basically picked you up, dusted you off. I didn't like the way that was worded. That's number one. Number two, doing the comparison of, let me just ask a question in terms of like guys. What guy is going to be able to egotistically handle his woman being the breadwinner? You don't think that that's going to cause long-term problems?
No.
I don't know how that question's framed, but there are plenty of men that not only can handle that, but do handle it.
Thank you. Thank you. Joe Budden, please. Yo, man, if I had the round of applause button, thank you. These shorties are so fucking delusional. They would, listen, if you categorize all women, especially all black women in one category, they will fucking come with pitchforks, fire, burn your house down, brick you up, stone you to death. But they can do it for us. Oh, what kind of man? I mean, can any man even do that? I mean, can any man? What the fuck are you talking about? It's tons of dudes. It's tons of guys out here who can deal with a woman who makes more money than them. And don't be tripping on it. They be like, shit, I'm good. Hey, whatever I can do to help, baby. Hey, you do your thing. Tons of men out here that do it. But in her mind, once again, now you can put the generalization on us, but we can't put the generalization on you. Man, keep going. Please. Yo, see, I like this. See, when they get in their bag, when the fellas come and they don't back down, yo, this is what I'm talking about, man. Y'all got to speak up, man. Some of y'all dudes out here don't be speaking up. You got to speak up.
True.
Okay.
Look at it. Okay.
You position the question like,
Okay.
what man will like?
No. I'm not saying, well, what?
No, it's how you worded it, right? It's how you worded it. Now, you just got on Tyler Perry about how he worded it. Let's look at how you just worded it. Because the way you said it, you made it seem like dudes are bums. What kind of bum could do that? What kind of dude got to dust himself off and do that? You see? You see? Watch your mouth. Watch your words, right? Because you get a problem with words. Now look at you. You messing up the words your dang on self, man. He's short. Yo, I'm telling you, man. You can't make this shit up, bro.
Kind of man, like saying that that's some fucked up shit. But like, honestly, a lot of the experiences that I've witnessed, not my...
Now, here you go. A lot of situations that I witnessed, you haven't witnessed. You know how many people it is on the planet? Do you know how many men and women it is on the planet? And why she's going to talk about her own little 2 experiences that she dealt. 2 out of millions. We're talking millions of people. We're talking millions of relationships. And because of her little circle of friends and her 2 encounters, she gonna base that on all dudes be like, you know, it just doesn't work. Get the fuck, yo, I'm telling you, man. It's all emotions with these shorties, bro. It's no logic when it comes to this shit, man. You cannot make this up. You cannot make this up, man.
Actually, yes. I've had a couple of my own experiences where my career was on the ascension and his was on the downslope, and it was horrible. It was horrible. Nothing that I did, in no way, shape, or form could I make this man happy because he wasn't happy within. And he made my life a living hell. And it happened twice in my life.
Yo, once again, personal. Once again, that's why she's so emotionally invested into this. Is because she personally went through something. So all niggas ain't shit in that regard. I can never date someone who doesn't make more money than me because it failed 2 times for me. I feel, I saw, I. God damn. Hey, yo, listen, man. How can you have a logical conversation with a person when they always put themselves in a scenario? They got to put themselves in a scenario. That's why they feel so disrespected. That's why they feel so upset. Because you're looking at yourself. You're not looking at it in the world in the grand scheme of things. That's your problem.
And then there's other experiences that I've witnessed from very close girlfriends where if they were the breadwinner,
I guess she got
there was
millions of
just
girlfriends.
Significant, interpersonal issues. So that's why I posed the question, like, how many men would be comfortable with having
Nah,
their
she ain't
woman
posed
be
that question like that.
be the breadwinner, primary breadwinner for a lengthy amount of time,
Fuck
where
outta
it
here.
doesn't start to affect
I
him.
think there are plenty of men that behave in the manner that you're talking about, and I think there's a bunch of men that handle the role extremely well.
That's called logic. That's not emotional. See, Joe Budden can sit back, as most men do, and say, you know what? There's some guys that act like assholes. There's some guys that act like gentlemen. There's some men out here that act like niggas. There's some men that act like black men. That's called common sense. That's called logic. We're not throwing everybody in a box. But this shorty right here, because she's been through 2 situations, and because her homegirls have been through a couple situations, oh, niggas, there's no way. I mean, is this even possible? Common sense tells you it is possible. Common sense says you just ain't find it. You just ain't found it. That's what common sense says. But I digress. We keep going.
I don't think his message was speaking to the men, though.
No, he was definitely speaking to women, and he was basically saying, just because he's...
So how does it get back on us?
Facts.
He talking to the women.
How do we get the backlash? One man says something and all niggas get backlash. All black men get backlash. How? How is it our fault? What do we do? Once again, and that goes back to the point. She went through her 2 situations. Now it's all niggas. It's all men. Especially black men. It's all of us. Her homegirls go through something. Oh man, it's all of us. We all fucked up out here. You see how that works? You see that? That's why Joe Budden posed the question. Well, I mean, that's him. I mean, he's speaking to y'all. Wait, what that got to do with us?
And some shit.
Yeah, no, I was not okay with the way that it was worded, and I was just not okay with
I'm just not
the
okay.
sentiment.
Even if it's right, I'm not okay. I'm not okay. I'm
A
not
woman
okay.
is supposed to, and it's always directed towards black women. That's the...
Yo! Okay, listen. It's always directed towards black women. Motherfucker. Who does he do his movies for? Who does he produce his movies for? Who does he even dress up as and act out in the mannerisms where all y'all be like, yes! That's Madea! That's a whole man in that outfit. And y'all love it. And y'all support it. Y'all love it, y'all support it. Because he's uplifting you, he bigging you up, making money off of y'all characteristics and stereotypes. And as soon as he says something about what you do, you got a problem with it. You got a lot of women, man. I'm trying to tell you, trust me. Once you say something and let them know that there's an issue here or there, they will be passive aggressive. They will get angry, and they will flip it around and somehow, some way, you did something wrong. I promise. Listen, man. This is just how it is. This is just how it is. When it comes to situations like this, and you're talking to an individual who already has it made up in their mind, yo, man, you can literally have all the facts, all the logic, the spreadsheets, the whole 9, and it won't be good enough. You'll still be in the wrong. Somehow, some way.
Thing is just that's what he said. He was speaking directly to black women, not
course.
women in general, but black women.
That's his
There's
audience.
more, I can't.
That's
tell
his
you,
audience.
My circle of girlfriends runs the spectrum in terms of race and nationality, and every.
That's the point.
Basically
Listen.
says-
Her homegirls run the spectrum of race and nationality. So her small ass circle of friends got the 411 and all the info and all the data points for the whole fucking globe. For the whole U.S. It's not like she did 100-person statistics. She went and talked to 100 people. No, she ain't look up online. She ain't look at numbers. See, that's why I like Kevin Samuels. Kevin Samuels will come with cold, hard facts, numbers, statistics, percentages. She's following the spectrum of her homegirls. Yo. Y'all can't make this up, man. I can't make this up, bro. I'm telling you. They homegirls in Love and Hip Hop tell them all the news that they need to know, man.
but they're having the same difficulties when it comes to dating. So to direct the commentary to black women,
maybe
just
y'all the
really
problem.
kind of was irritating, and a lot of women took issue with the fact that he directed it towards.
No, you got the problem. You got the problem. You got the problem. Once again, generalizing. No, you got the problem.
Black women, and just basically said that you're supposed to resign yourself to certain concessions that you don't really feel like you should have to. You know, when you think about all of the stuff that you like want to manifest for yourself, or goals that you want to attain and stuff like that, a lot of the time what you want is you want a partner that can share in it with you.
You want money.
What did he say?
Well, you want
Huh?
you want to be equally yoked.
Huh? Equally.
That's the term. You want to be
Equally yoked.
If
So say it again, Joe. Say it again. Women want niggas with money. She talking about some motherfucking equally yoked. Get the fuck out of here. Equally yoked? Have you ever heard a woman, bruh? Yo, equally yoked. We want a man that's just equally yoked. Women, let's translate that slang. Yo, niggas with money. You are only as good as your last paycheck. You are only as good as what you can provide. To today's modern women, once again, there are women out here that will disprove this theory. Now, it's up to you to find them. But in this term of what she's talking about, equally yoked, nah, nigga, you better be pulling most of the weight, nigga. Because it's not fathomable for you to say, hey, listen, I'm with this dude. He don't make as much as me, but I'm gonna hold it down. You know what I'm saying? Because he got my back. He held me down when I ain't had nothing. It's a lot of men out here that say those type of things, and it's cool. Yo, she held me down when I ain't had nothing, and it's understood. It's like, yo, man, hey, she held you down, man. You better hold on to that, man. Whatever she can do, that's cool, but you gotta hold it down. Let that be vice versa. Nah, I need somebody that's equally yoked. No, you want a man that's with money. He need to be able to take care of you. You and sometimes your homegirls, your kids that you bring with you and all that shit. Trust and believe that.
You're making money, you would like to be equally yoked.
You don't yoke me.
No, can I ask you a question?
You want a nigga with money.
Can I ask you a question? So
Tell it, Joe.
Wow, that was aggressive.
So when he's rich, he said, I want her to be equally yoked. When he's rich, can he have the same stipulation?
Get the fuck out of here.
He'll get roasted when he says that.
Facts.
I don't know.
Now she don't know. See, this is the issue. This is the issue. Yo, listen, let me tell you something, bro. This whole conversation, she will tell about and talk about what she has an issue with, what women have an issue with. And men are supposed to listen and know what the fuck they have an issue with. But when men, just like he said, when a man has an issue or he does something, he knows he's going to get roasted and trolled and all that shit for it. He just asks her, well, what would happen if this man did that? Well, I don't know. You know why? Because you don't give a fuck to know. Y'all don't give a fuck to know about what men go through. You don't give a fuck to know about what happens to a man's reputation, how he feels, any of that shit. Because it's all about you. It's only about you. This interview, this is a prime example of these fucking conversations, man. I'm glad that you got a group of men that can talk to this one delusional female so she can see. Because if you got a whole bunch of them, it's like, yes. You ain't gonna be able to cut through the fucking noise. But if you can sit down and get some fucking logic, you will break it down and you'll be able to see, damn, they don't really even know. They don't care to know. It's one thing not to know. You don't even give a fuck to know about the plight of the men that you're talking about. I don't know. You know every fucking thing else, though. I don't know. You don't care to know. And that's the sad part.
A man can say...
Look, she starts stuttering. Sound like a goddamn lawnmower. Like, yeah. He got you fucking caught up. You don't know what the fuck to say. Because you realize you're on some bullshit. And the more they talk to her, the more she gonna realize, I fucked up. Damn, what was I really angry about? I'm just mad. Because it was personal to you. And you failed miserably at your relationships. And now you want to come at Tyler Perry for it. Fuck out of here.
With money to just say, I want niggas with money. I don't need the fancy term, equally yoked. I don't need, women that are making coin want, and women that are not making coin, want a man with money.
Facts.
That's the only reason I think this clip is pretty hilarious. Tyler Perry ain't saying nothing that Kevin Samuels ain't said.
Facts.
Men all over the world.
He said the one
Facts.
Men all over the world have said.
I agree with Matt
Facts.
that he should not, in my opinion, have said, yo, he loved you at your lowest, because that's not a definitive. That you can't say she was at her lowest.
That's his motherfucking situation that he wanted to bring up. That was his. He was saying, listen, if this happens, how the fuck you gonna tell a nigga what scenario he can't bring up? See, he just doing that shit to save face. That nigga know what's up. But if I bring up my own situation to say, hey, in this situation, A, B, C, and D, how the fuck you gonna tell me I can't bring up the scenario? Yo, nigga, if Johnny had, this how they do. Yo, if Johnny had 2 apples, and then he bought 2 more apples, and then he gave away 1 apple, how many apples would he have left? Well, I really hate the fact that he's using apples, because organically, I mean, are we talking about wholesome or organic? I mean, why the hell is it gotta be Johnny, first of all? Why is it even gotta be apples? Because the average everyday individual, all they do is eat bananas. Man, get the fuck, yo, I'm telling you, man, this generation right here, this is what the fuck I'm talking about, man. Listen to what the nigga is saying in the scenario, nigga. This is the problem. Here's the fucking solution. You motherfuckers got a problem with the way the nigga even gave you a problem. Nigga, just answer the goddamn question. Fuck out of here, man. Yo, this shit is wild, man.
You can't say she was at her highest. True. Everything else that he said, I totally agree with. But a woman could say that point right
Hold on. Tell him, boy. What he say?
But everything else, no, Mel didn't touch on.
So if a woman said, I want niggas, those women want men that are equally yoked. She's saying that.
If a woman said, I loved him at his lowest, would we have the same outrage, man?
No, there's
Facts! So why the fuck you got a problem if I say it about you? She just proved the point. The double standards in this country is just, yeah, man. It is what it is, though. It is what it is, man. And that's why you got niggas leaving. This is why you got niggas leaving or dating outside their race and shit, trying to find something other than American. You know what I'm saying? Because the mindset is just different. You understand? It's just different. It just is what it is. I tell you dudes all the time, man. I'm going to tell you again. Don't get mad. Get what you want. And guess what? I learned that from a woman, a black woman. Don't get mad. Just get what you want. Do that. Y'all niggas sitting up here getting mad and arguing with these motherfucking delusional ass females. Yo, let them deal with that shit on their own somewhere else, dog. And just go find what you want. It's not about who's right or who's wrong. It's just all about getting what you want at the end of the day. And if that's not what you want at the end of the day, go somewhere where you can live and play. That's it.
No, we're not talking about that. We're not talking about women who are saying I met a guy and he was at his lowest and I loved him anyways, blah blah blah. No, we hear that story a lot. And the reality of the situation is when a guy does have money, the reality is that he is going to be able to choose whatever woman that he wants.
He's supposed to. What the fuck? What is she talking about? So you mean to tell me I bust my ass for 20, 30 years, I make all this money, and I'm not supposed to choose who the fuck I want? Y'all get to choose everything. Why the fuck I can't choose who I want to be with? That's a problem? How? How's that a problem? Nigga, a broke nigga can choose whatever woman he wants. That doesn't mean he's going to get her. You can choose where the fuck you want. Any man can. Hey, yo, you know what? I choose shorty over there. You acting like just because a nigga got money, he can get a shorty. What if she's married? See, let's bring up today. Yeah, what if she married? What if she already got a baby? What if she's just not into you? Nigga, what if you dark as fuck or light as fuck? Maybe you got dreads and you bald headed. I mean, hey, there's a lot of things that's going on. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Every man can choose what woman he wants. That don't mean he gonna fucking get her. Yo, this shorty, man.
And a lot of times he's going to want to create the lifestyle that he sees fit for that woman.
That's common fucking sense. Let me just listen. What the fuck are we talking about?
So
that's what I'm talking about.
So if we equally yoked, why can't that be the same sentiment from both genders?
Exactly.
Facts.
You guys do.
Oh, look at that. She look, every time they choke her up, yo, this bitch start doing a Harlem Shake. Yo, I'm telling you, she turned into a lawnmower every time they call her out on some shit. Because the logic is forcing its way through her body, but her emotions keep trying to suppress it down. I'm telling you. Hey, I love this shit, man. Yo, this shit is hilarious, dog. You can see it, like the logic is forcing its way up, and she like, no,
Get it down, get it down.
go to work. The expectation is for us to go to work.
The expectation is for us to go to work. Let's listen to what she says and see if anything that she says is different than what we have to do, other than, of course, bearing children. But let's look at this shit. We expected to go to work. Okay, every motherfucker on the planet at fucking 16, 17, yo, nigga, take your ass to work, nigga. I mean, that's everybody. What are you talking about?
Earn a certain amount of money to support the lifestyles that we become accustomed to. We're also supposed to, carry...
Hold on. Whose fault is that you become accustomed to it? That's another thing. If you become to a certain lifestyle, right, and you accustomed to it, whether it's through spouse or whether it's through your own fucking job, if that relationship is over, motherfucker, that's on you. If your job fires your ass, motherfucker, that's on you. It's not their responsibility to keep up your motherfucking lifestyle. You a fucking adult. So you want to be a boss and you want to do all this shit. But then when shit gets real, where all that boss talk come from? Where all that shit go? If you're already making the money and you already doing your thing, what the fuck that got to do with me? Get your shit back up. You know what I mean? Like I got to keep pulling this fucking helmet up. Hey, get your shit up. Fuck is we talking about, man? These motherfuckers crazy.
Children, bear them, raise them. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just...
You don't even include the men in this situation. So what you telling me is you dealing with deadbeat motherfuckers. You having babies by yourself, basically. You got to raise them on your own. You got to do all this shit. Where's the man in this equation? If you fucking equally yoked, motherfucker, that means you got help. You're not paying all the bills by yourself. You're not raising the kids by yourself. Even if you're having, a baby and you're pregnant, that motherfucker is right by your side, grabbing you food when you having fucking cramps, motherfucking cravings and all that shit. So you never show anything positive about what fucking men do. They're non-existent in your motherfucking scenarios, man. They don't even exist. Yo.
Not just one job. It's like a million.
Oh my God.
And it's like the expectation of us to be like...
A woman! They expect you to be a fucking woman. Yo, man, you can't make this shit up. Hey, listen, man. You can't make this shit up, man. Joe Budden's face. Oh, man. Yo, I'm done, man. This shit right here, bro. Okay, let me get through this video, man. This shit is wild.
So my question, man.
How did I not answer it?
My question was, if that is the expectation, then why can't that be expectation across both genders? That was my question.
When it comes to personal preference, anybody can say whatever they want. If a guy says, I don't want to be around broke bitches. I only want women who are on my level financially. I only want women who are on my level professionally.
When has a nigga in the... Yo, listen. This is what Kevin Samuels is talking about. They don't listen. She just said there are men out here, right? And she's talking about wealthy guys, right? Who got money. I don't want to talk to women unless they make as much money as me and they're at the same level professionally. Niggas don't give a fuck about your motherfucking profession. Rich men don't care about your profession. Rich men don't care about your money. They're rich. If you saying a broke dude can't handle the fact that his woman makes more money than him, why the fuck do you think a rich man wants to deal with a woman who got her money up as well? Just the average dude. Now you got some dudes like, yo, I want to build an empire. We both, yo, these rich dudes that you talking about, they want a woman who's a female, feminine. To let him lead. Every nigga on the planet has been telling y'all this shit, but y'all don't want to fucking hear it because you got your head up your ass, man. All you keep thinking about is money, 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 money. Dudes who got money don't give a fuck about your money. That's what you're not understanding. Fuck your profession, bitch. Be at home with the fucking kids. Nurture my motherfucking seed. Make sure the house is straight. Make sure I'm straight. If I'm having a bad day, have my back. Support, like, the average rich guys that you're talking about. Like, they all been telling you this shit. Yo, man.
He's well within his right to say that.
Absolutely. Everybody is well within their right to have whatever preference they have. However, I think, and what Tyler Perry is saying is that, yo, if and I think I can't tell you why he said black women. I don't know, but if it's just it's any race, it's irrelevant. When you start saying that I make X, and we've had this conversation a zillion times. When you say I make X, let's say X is 400 grand. Dog, there's a very small number of Americans, regardless of their race, regardless of their gender, regardless of their age, that make that amount of money. So you're starting with a very small pool.
Okay.
So when we put a black on it, right, black men, that pool becomes even smaller.
I understand that.
Cool. Black single men, smaller. Black heterosexual men, smaller. Black men that got good dick, smaller. Funny, smaller. Charismatic, smaller. Comedy, got sense of humor, smaller. So now you are dealing with a very, very, very small number of people.
And then you put all that shit on every black man walking and look at it, the rest of the niggas like they ain't shit. Damn.
Now you have to accept that it's a numbers game and you may never find that dude. So when you take the money piece off of it and now opens up your pool to quality men and individuals that you could potentially settle down with because you have money. Money is not a staple for y'all to survive because you got your own money. Now I'm going to go settle down with this dope ass man that loves the shit out of me, that is a good provider. Provision is not only financial. He does all of the other things and checks all of the other boxes outside of the financial box. And y'all could go off and sell off and be super duper duper happy. People are not open.
They don't want to do that.
What I'm that's
Listen what Joe said. They don't want to do that. They don't want to do that shit. They don't want to do that shit. They don't want to do that shit. That shit sounds crazy to them. That shit sounds crazy to them. Joe, they don't want to do that shit. Joe be hilarious. Don't even know that shit is hilarious.
he's saying. He's saying that people are not opening up their minds to that because when you put that money stipulation on it, you immediately lower your eligible pool of potential suitors.
I'm telling you and him that they don't give a fuck what y'all talking about. True. Yeah, they don't get it. I saw it. People.
Yo, that is so true. Joe just said it in a nutshell. After you say all that shit, after you break it down, after you say my plight, after you let them know, listen, this is what I had to offer, doing the best that I can, I got you as best as I can, I'm going to give you my all that shit, it's not good enough. It's not good enough. It's not good enough.
Responding to his quote like, nigga, only paying a light bill. I'm not even having a conversation with that man. And there's people that really think like that. Like, yo, you gotta come, I don't care. You still gotta come with A, B, C, D. No matter how unrealistic that expectation is, it's still their expectation. It's true. And they just never gonna find them.
And you can't be mad at somebody else's preferences at all. You cannot be mad at somebody else's preferences.
Yeah.
Because those are their preferences.
You can't.
You can't. That's what they prefer.
Yeah, okay. That's why when Mel say the equally yoked shit, it's like, all right, can't nobody be mad at somebody that's saying that. Y'all ain't speaking on it. They get mad.
But if you want to be equal...
They get mad. That's why she's sitting there mad right now. And that's another thing. Like, you can have whatever preference you want. Cool. If you don't ever find it, that's on you. People aren't willing to, especially a lot of these women out here. And you got some that do, but not trying to compromise, man. That just is what it is. Some do, some don't. But in America, you have a way bigger selection that's not trying to compromise versus the ones that will compromise. Cause man, we gotta compromise every fucking day. Everything is a fucking compromise. You gotta compromise with every fucking thing because that's just the way that the world works. For a man, heterosexual man, there ain't no foundation that's gonna cover this shit up. There ain't no filter that's gonna fix this shit. There ain't no, oh, I get in free. There ain't no, oh, we're going to look out for you because you're a single dad. Man, listen, man. It's the expectations y'all talk about, the expectations that men go through, we have a lot of plights too. You have a lot of plights too. The only difference is we can hear your plights and listen and respect it. And a lot of times when we say our shit, you don't give a fuck about what our plight is. You know why? Because when it comes to a plight that we have with you, fuck what you talking about. That's just real, man.
Yo, it's equal at that point. So when the man is up 10 million, 5 million, 400,000, why we not equally? Why the equally yoked thing don't come into play then? Because they look at their yokes as different. So why you can't look at
Yeah, because I'm with the kids and I made you dinner and stuff. So I'm equally, I deserve $200,000 a week or $200,000 a month because I was there with the kids. Although you was out there slaving, getting your ankles broke, in the hospital, getting hit, doing whatever the heck you had to do. Down there losing millions of dollars, had to work this deal, had to go out there and finesse. You had to go out there and put in that work. Your hands got calluses on it. Your legs, you got to amputate your toes. You playing football, you doing whatever the fuck you got to do. But because I was there with the kids, and I had a maid, and I got the gardener, and I got the chef at the house, I deserve $200,000 a month. Yo, y'all niggas keep doing shit in America if you want to, nigga. Get out the matrix, nigga.
man's yoke as being different when he's providing all the other things except for the money piece. Then he's doing all that shit. When a woman is a stay-at-home mom, they say, yo, dog, I provide this. And that's true. I'm not knocking it at all. The man comes home with the bacon. Shorty does everything else. She fry it up in the pan, like the song used to say. So why, when the lady is the breadwinner, she's corporate, she's kicking ass, she coming in the house at 11 o'clock at night, the man reared the children, put them to bed, fed them, read to them, did their homework, and did all of those other things.
Nah, you know why? Because when the women is the breadwinner, right? They'll make it seem like the nigga ain't doing shit. Yo, he only can pay the light bill. But they're not putting in the fact that, yo, yeah, you got a man that's there with the kids. You got a man that's doing everything around in the house and all that shit. No, he's not existing. Yo, this nigga only could pay the light bill. That's all he was good for. It's all about what he could pay. It's only about what the fuck he can pay. Fuck all that other shit. Fuck the romantic dinners, making you dinner, taking you this place when he can, doing the fuck he can. No, answering emails for you, whatever. Yo, fuck all that. Yo, he was only able to pay the light bill, nigga. But then you got stay-at-home moms don't pay a motherfucking thing. And then they get broken off in alimony and child support and shit because they were a stay-at-home mom and ain't paid a goddamn thing. Y'all niggas, come on, bro.
Things if that works for their specific relationship, that shouldn't be frowned upon. Well,
That's not a really common narrative that gets
common or uncommon,
that gets told at all.
It's
we in
still
a theoretical
true.
world, we talking about equally yoked, and what y'all saying is equally yoked don't mean equally yoked. It only stands as equally yoked when she got the money. You ain't say that when he got the money.
Woo! That shit went in one ear and out the other. Look at her demeanor. That shit don't mean shit, man. They don't give a fuck about what that nigga talking about right now. They don't give a fuck what that nigga talking about. Facts, nigga. So, hey, man, this shit speaks for itself. Hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you ain't looking for other types of mindsets out here in this world for the type of woman you looking for, hey, man, you get what you get, bruh. You know what I mean? That's all I can say. It's all your fault. As a man, you know, we have to take responsibility and remind ourselves, yo, it's your fucking fault, dog. If you get a short, you knock up a shorty who's a fucking lunatic, hey, your own fault. We got to just take accountability and responsibility for whatever we deal with, man. It ain't nobody else's fault but our own. And once you start doing that, you can see the world in a different light. You'll start moving differently. Be damned if I let a shorty take me for my shit. I'd be damned if I let a shorty put me down. I'd be damned if I let a motherfucker think anything less of me. Because, I got me. I got me. You know what I'm saying? And the type of woman that I want, if that's the type of woman that I want, then that's what I'm going to get. No ifs, ands, and buts. Just like these women do. It's 100% of them fighting for 13% of the, 5 or 6. If you got 80%, 95%, 97% of women fighting for the same 4% of guys, hey, that's their choice. That's their choice. So, fellas, you got a choice too. It's up to you, my man. But guess what? You got a bigger percentage to choose from. You got a bigger percentage to choose from. Because what you're looking for isn't an abundance. You're just looking in the wrong place, fellas. You'll be all right.